Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Moonman Moto. This is Aaron coming to you from the world famous SoCal Motoplex here in Victorville, California. Today I have the Yamaha XT250. We're going to talk a little bit about this bike today, some of the specs, and some personal opinions about this motorcycle if you're looking at one of these to buy. This is a 2024 model, same as the 25. I think even the graphics are the same. And it has been for the last couple of years, but if you haven't kept up with the dual sports in the Yamaha line, this bike is now fuel injected. It's still an air-cooled bike, so you don't have to worry about radiators, water pumps, all that stuff, but fuel injection's awesome. No more fuel valve on these to turn off and on, no more choke. This is a push-button proposition. Turn the switch on, hit a button, and go. So not only did they make those improvements, but this bike has a full digital gauge on it now, new bodywork, so lots of upgrades from the previous XTs, going back several years. So this bike has a seat height of 32.7 inches, very low for a dual sport. So if you're planning on putting these on a Joe hauler, hauling it on the RV, or if you're even loading it in a pickup truck, they're very manageable. This is a great bike, super resilient. One of the things I like about these is that insurance is inexpensive on dual sports for many reasons. One is they're not gonna have the power or performance to go out and get you in too much trouble, although don't threaten me with a good time because I can do that with just about anything. But all of the bits on these are very simple. Plastic mirrors, they swivel, can't hurt those. Rubber mounted turn signals. If you do happen to topple one of these over or they fall over, it's not the end of the world. You're gonna have a few scuffs, but very resilient motorcycle. Will hold a passenger. Some of the bigger Husqvarnas and the bigger dual sports, if you look at them closely, some of those bikes, as they're totally different than these, but you cannot have a passenger. So just throwing that out there. I did a video on the TW200. You guys can find that in my other videos too. I'm going to give you the same recommendation on this bike, which is a rear rack is very handy to have. It does kind of have a platform, and you can use a bungee net on these if you want to just stack stuff on the back, but there are some really good racks out there, and I recommend adding that to one of these. But aside of that, I don't really have too many suggestions on upgrades. So there's two versions of this. You're gonna have what I call the 49 stator and then the California model. And that'll always change fuel tank capacities, especially on the fuel injected bike. So where this bike is gonna say 2.5 gallons, this is a California model, it's actually got 2.2 gallons. So a little bit different there, still really good range. There's no reason why you shouldn't get a couple 100 miles out of a tank on these. Again, that's gonna vary depending on how much you weigh, 2 riders, 1 up, and what kind of terrain you're in. These have plenty of power, but they're not a madman. These are very quiet, they're great trail bikes, and they have a good amount of suspension travel. I wanna say the front of these is very close to 9 inches. You're rolling with disc brakes front and rear, and you can feel good about emissions. So if you're one that's, wants something that's clean burning, you're not gonna get any more clean burning than this. And it's got a plate on. So even in California, you can take this anywhere, no matter where you go. If it's legal here, it's gonna be legal there. All Yamaha motorcycles that are street legal typically come with a 1-year warranty. I'm a big fan of extended warranties on these. They're very good, but service is a lot, parts are a lot these days, and I think there's a YES program through Yamaha extended service contracts, and you can get a 4-year addition to that year. They're very reasonable. I want to say they hover between $600 and $700 bucks, but you're getting 4 more years, and they're transferable, unlimited mileage, no deductible. So always when you're at your dealership, talk to them. Don't be afraid of the warranty unless you feel like the warranty's too expensive. It's always negotiable. So talk about that. You should leave with coverage on anything you buy in 2024. Service is expensive. But aside of that, this motorcycle is going to be something that you could ride for work. So motorcycle messengers, if you're just looking for something that's fairly inexpensive, they all cost good money, but fairly inexpensive, something to learn on, or you're just like me, maybe a little bit older and you want something to muck around on the weekend, this bike is going to fit all of those bills. This bike's competition is going to be the Honda CRF 300, Cowie's got a 300, and they are going to be comparable, but those bikes are going to be more of your rally style, a little bit bigger gas tanks, a little taller, a little heavier. So it fits in kind of a niche. There's really not a Japanese dual sport today that's like this. So I can't say enough about it. I really like these. You can't tell I'm bumbling for words, but I can't recommend these enough. Go down to your Yamaha dealer. We'd love to have you here if you're in the high desert in Southern California. Come in, talk to me. We'll kick tires, we'll talk dual sports. If it's a bike for you, we'll set you up, and I encourage it highly. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. I've got a bunch more coming. They've kind of been slow in coming because I'm selling and then I'm doing videos. My boy Will here is doing the videos for me, so one day I'm gonna have him turn around the phone and show him his ugly mug to you. So hopefully we can get more likes and subscribes, and I'm gonna have videos on bikes and buying bikes and pre-mixing and servicing air filters, everything around motorcycles and the motorcycle dealership experience. So have a great day, guys. Thank you, and moto on.